If you guys like him, you guys can join his fan club, the Wolfe Pack. Let's give it up for Tim Wolfe, everybody.
I don't have a fan club, but thanks, Tim. How you guys doing? Everybody good? I'm new to Chicago. I just moved here. Thanks for the welcome. I flew into Chicago for a job interview at a sandwich shop. Which I think it was the saddest use of a plane since 9/11. I'm going to throw that out there. I flew in for the interview, which that was also every answer I gave them at the interview. They were like, "What's one of your strengths?" I said, "I flew in for this interview." "What's one of your weaknesses?" "I flew in for this interview." You have any references? Yeah, 800-832-6352. Was that the phone number of your previous employer? No, it's the number of O'Hare Airport. If you call them, they will confirm that I flew in for this interview. I was on the plane next to this guy, and I was like, why are you going to Chicago? And he was like, "Oh, I'm flying into Northwestern to interview for the chief of neurosurgery." "What about you?" "Pretty similar." Yeah, you and I are basically the same person. But I got the job. Thank you very much. And then I was fired from the job. I actually got fired earlier this month because I went back home for a week, and I asked my boss, "Can I have June 1st through June 5th off?" And my boss, bless you. I said, Can I have June 1st through June 5th off? And my boss said, "Yeah, you can have June 1st through the apocalypse off." When Jesus comes back, you can come back. How about that? I didn't do anything. He just didn't like the way I made sandwiches. He didn't like that I kept hurting myself at work. I cut myself. What do you think I cut myself on at the sandwich shop? What do you think? It's a sandwich shop. Give up, it's a tape dispenser. A room full of sharp metal objects, and I cut my finger on a tape. That's like if you went to an orgy and you got herpes from the toilet seat. My boss was like, "How come you don't talk to the customers?" And I was like, "Because I don't know what to say to them." And he was like, "Don't you do stand-up comedy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, just act like you're on stage." So this guy came in and he was like, "Yeah, can I have the ham and cheese?" And I said, "My girlfriend broke up with me last year. And I'm still really bitter about it." And then my boss came over and he was like, "Yeah, you're fired." But I'm just going to keep going in, I think. I'm going to keep going in. I'm going to keep going into work. They're not going to put me on the schedule, but I'm just going to keep going in. And when they ask me why, I'm going to be like, "Well, because this is a progressive city. So I'm going to keep going into work." And I'll be like, "Well, no, I identify as employed." I was born unemployed, but I've just always felt employed. It's weird. I can use any bathroom I want, and I choose the employee bathroom. Thank you guys. Have a good night.